Hey everybody, welcome to Toy Wizards. That's toy-wizards.com, and we have a new toy for your spontaneous toy review, and that is Super Megatron. What is Super Megatron, you might ask? Well, he's Megatron and he's super. He's actually a form of Megatron that was available in the Japanese manga books. Now available at Amazon, I'll give you the link. But he's in here somewhere. I didn't mark the page. What I like about him is he's got these giant, like, Zeta Gundam shoulder pads, and it's just like, it's a Japanese form of Megatron that we've never really gotten over here. In fact, we never have. In fact, it's never been made until now. And Hasbro Pulse shipped him over to us as their Generation Select special thing. Let's take a look. Megatron is one of my more favorite characters. I actually like him a little bit better than Prime. I always thought Prime, Flint Dille was kind of like, Optimus Prime is John Wayne in every sense of the word. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, you're totally right. I never thought about it in that kind of context, but it's totally true. Like, you know, it's just John Wayne. He's the good guy. He's going to go out and do the good thing. And that also kind of limits that character where Megatron has the ability to do so much more. Always made him a little more, I think, likable. I mean, I have an Optimus Prime rig on my yard. It's not like I'm not a fan of Optimus Prime, but I like Megatron and I like Starscream even better because he's that force behind Megatron that's just ready to stab him in the back and take power. Love that. Here's the brown box out of the like kind of over shipping box for this item. It is a special item at Hasbro Pulse. You had to pre-order it and then it was made to order and done. And here we go. And it is a reuse of several molds that they've already kind of done with these toys. Don't care one bit. Nope, not a problem. I'm totally happy with that because of the extra bits that they put on this to make that figure for us, just for the fans. This was somebody's pitch in a design meeting, and whoever that person is, hey, there's a shaking hand and a hearty back slap, because that's awesome. Instructions. I know I generally like try to build these things without instructions. That's part of the game. I may look at instructions for this because this could be a little more complex than I'm normally used to doing for Transformers. I had a couple twist ties. I cut those out, I hope. No, yes, maybe. I hope I got them out. It looks neat. It really does. Let's get into this. Let's try to get him out of here first. And I hope that piece was supposed to come off. Come on. No, there's a hidden twist tie. How do you get that twist tie out? How did you get it in there in the first place? There we go. That's why I don't like twist ties. So, let's put him kind of back into his jet mode, since he's already in that mode, and we'll go from there. Yeah, here we go. So, these shoulder pads are like kind of one of the things I'm talking about that I like about this figure. So there's his jet plane mode. I'm never gonna use it. I want a robot, put on my robot shelf, I'm good to go. There's a lot of instructions here. It is reused, you know, parts from other Transformers. I mean, he's already been released, you know, Megatron and Galvatron in these kind of forms already. And it looks like it's actually pretty simple. Legs fold out, arms fold out. Take that thing off for his gun. I'm gonna put that right onto his arm after I figure out how his head flops up. And I think that we're almost done. Like, ooh, twist that around and put that in. Whoa, man. I was prepared for a fight on this, and it didn't give me one. No. I just got to get that onto that, and I'm ready to go. So that was simple. Very simple. Yeah, there we go. Shoulder pads come up. That's what I wanted the most, was getting those shoulder pads. I'm going to fold up his wings in the back just to kind of get them out of the way, you know? Just keep them out of the way. And boom, here is your Megatron. There's your Japanese, manga only, Super Megatron, as he was called and referred. It's impressive. I like it. Making sure, you know, you can still move all of his joints. Color-wise, palette is really nice. It's, you know, grays, dark grays, and red. He's got a little bit of an elongated head. And the manga is like kind of sideburns go down a lot longer, but it's hard to kind of put that into actual use once you have the toy. The fact that this was made purely from, you know, drawings, where it wasn't designed first as a toy, it was designed first to be a Japanese version of Megatron. And it's nice. It's nice. He looks really good. This is pretty neat. If you didn't get one, I don't know what to tell you. It was kind of a, maybe it will come back. Hasbro's been really playing this game of, you need to buy it now. Orders are closed. Sorry you didn't buy it. Now they're out. Here's some more. Like suddenly they'll just throw some more out, where they always kind of have a little back extras, you know? Or sometimes they hold those extras for a while and then just shove them out there. There's no real guards on his waist here. And I'm wondering if they should be flipped around a little bit. Let me see. Whoops. Something went moving. Oh, it's one of his... Yeah, okay. And there we go. I missed a transformation step. That's a much cleaner. Yeah. So you do flip that around. His tank treads go into the back of his legs, not on the side like I had them. And that gives his front and everything a much more precise look. I knocked off one of his little hip guards, but I'll put that back on later. And now he's even better. Bam. Oh, to me, this is a point of excellence. Like, you get your Transformer to look in that robot mode that you really want, and that's what I want out of a toy. Let's take a look at Gigawatt here. Hey, Gigawatt. You have anything to say to this Megatron? I'm gonna go back in time. Whoa! Yeah, you don't want to fight this Megatron. He is tall. This is your regular assortment size figure. He's almost double the size. He is definitely, you know, a leader size for this kind of toy. He does have another transformation, and I'm just like, I'm not prepared for that. I would have to look at these instructions, but I want to see it, because once I'm done with the review, he stays in robot mode forever. I just put him on a shelf, and that's where they live. They live on the shelf somewhere in their display. So I'm gonna take the jump in and do his other transformation mode, which should be some sort of tank. Megatron likes planes, tanks, guns. He never turns into anything fun. Like, there's never a Megatron that's also a jungle gym or a trampoline or, you know, any of that kind of fun stuff. He's never an ice cream truck. He's always mean, whatever he transforms into. So, I'm probably going to fast forward stuff so you don't hear me cursing when I don't get something right. Let's transform him into tank mode. Alright, a little complex because he basically kind of becomes a reverse crab, and it goes against how I would probably want to normally transform a tank. You would think those shoulder pads and stuff would be the front, but no, it's actually, he's going backwards like that. Makes an okay tank. I think the jet's a bit better usage of his transformation. It is alien, you know, it is kind of crazy looking to have him as a, you know, a weird little tank like this. The gun forms an interesting tank barrel because you got to open it up, flip it around, and move the barrels up and around. But you could still, I want to say, change it, you know, and now you have kind of a double barrel. So lots of stuff there to play with, depending on how you want to use it. I still really like it in the robot mode. That's just kind of me. I want robot modes on my Transformers. I know that's why I like the big 3.0 stuff that we're getting, you know, where it's just he's just robot. We get those new red figures. They're just robots. And I'm totally on board with that. I know some people are like, but it's a transformer. It's supposed to transform. How often do you really transform it? For me, this is about it. I do it the one time. I kind of, you know, figure out how it works, and I'm done. You know, I want the robot mode on display. Now, sometimes I will display stuff in several different versions. So it will be robot mode. It will be jet mode. You know, I've got the Seekers over here in jet modes, and I like the jet mode on the Seekers. I do. It doesn't mean I wouldn't buy it if it was just a Starscream without having a transformation ability. I'd still buy the Starscream. You know, so that's how it kind of goes. This is an interesting way. So I guess you could also, you know, put it back into its gun barrel mode, and you could still attach it to Megatron and have two different types of guns. I do like the it's like Super Blaster better than the three little barrels that he gets for his tank cannon. So I'm going to give him the big gun back, and that goes on to that little multi-hitch. They do have the tiny little plugs here, so if you've got other stuff with the current plug-and-play system for Transformers, it will work. I'm going to take this off of Gigawatt real quick. So he's got his little hook, and you can just kind of put that onto Megatron, and it will go into one of his spots. Wants to go fishing, it's got a hook. So any of that kind of stuff works. So you can add other stuff on top of this and make it super Megatron. That'll be nice, right? So if this is in your wheelhouse, this is something you like, it's a great buy if you can get a hold of one. I'm really fond of these alternate versions of Megatron, and this one really does it for me. I really love it. Megatron, do you have anything to say?
I would have waited an eternity for this.
He always nails it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a fan of Toy Wizards and seeing what we have to offer. Remember to like, subscribe, to go to our Instagram, go to our Twitter, go to our Facebook page, all that great stuff, and we will keep bringing you such great content. See you later.
Such heroic nonsense.